Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles. Tonight, the Eagles play their first South Region matchup of this 2017 to 2018 season as they're playing host to the Tigers from Trinity College of Florida, making their way up from Trinity, Florida. Good evening, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, and as always, Dean Bureau works our camera for us tonight as the Eagles looking to improve on a 2-2 record here in the early going. They have defeated Georgia Northwest Technical College back on November 4th and Blue Lights College on November 3rd. Those two losses coming to NCCAA Division I opponent, the Columbia International University Rams, and they have fallen to Ave Maria University down in Naples earlier this week. But tonight, South Region competition as the Tigers, led by head coach Mr. Rob Appendisano and his assistants Bobby Bowman and Brian Hooker, have made their way up. The Tigers have no wins and 2 losses versus NCCAA Division II opponents. They have also played a number of prep schools. And the Tigers, just like the Eagles, a lot of young faces on their team, and we're going to get to know some of those in just a moment as we are going to turn it over to our PA man on the mic, Mr. Tyree Penn, as he gets ready to bring us prayer, national anthem, and our starting lineups. We're glad you're able to join us here on TBC Eagles on YouTube Live. Head coach Mr. John D. Jones of the Eagles in his 7th season. He is out of Liberty University, hoping to lead his Eagles to another South Region championship that they won a few years ago and make their way back to the national tournament for the first time in a few years. And now we will turn it over to Mr. Tyree Penn as he introduces the players, brings us prayer, and our national anthem.
Versus your very own Trinity Baptist College Eagles. You receive the ticket at the door to let everybody know during halftime and timeouts we will be having raffles, so keep those tickets ready. So I'd like to ask that everybody stand up for opening prayer.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this birthday of your safety. Let's play good games for our in your prayer. Amen.
That's you, main statement for the playing of our national anthem. And now, your starting lineup for Trinity Baptist College
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the illustrious tones of Tyree Penn bringing us our starting lineups. Our official scorekeeper for tonight's game, Jennifer Jeffrey. Also working the table tonight, Sierra Warren and Alexa Goodwin, members of the women's soccer team that finished number 1 in the regular season in women's soccer this year. And speaking of soccer, coming up in about 25 minutes, the Eagles men's soccer team will be playing the semifinals in the national tournament. They'll take on Bob Jones University. Hopefully we'll be able to have updates once that ball game gets underway. Right now, Chandler Rivers tipping off against Jordan Stewart, and we are underway here on the west side of Jacksonville, Trinity Baptist College. Trinity College of Florida, the Tigers against the Eagles of Trinity Baptist. Outside to Rivers. First shot of the game is off the rim. It was a three-point attempt and rebounded by Derek Owens. Good to welcome back freshman Tyrone Bond back to the Jacksonville area. He is a graduate of Fletcher High School, saying hello to his mother sitting down in front of me. Nice young man, nice lady as well, and we wish him well after tonight's game, of course. Of course, I told Mrs. Bond her son can score 100 points as long as the Eagles win. And we have a shot clock violation and a whistle, but the foul is going to precede both, and that is the first foul on Zach Norris and the first team foul on the Eagles. Heading to the line, shooting 2, number 11, Derek Owens. No score, less than a minute has ticked off the clock. Ball game just underway. Owens with his first free throw. It is good. So the most unusual score of 1-0 in basketball, and that's the lead right now for the Tigers. And Owens' second free throw. And we're going to stay with that 1-0 at least for the moment. Markel Perry, the lone senior on the Eagles' active roster. He will be joined by Jaspin Canteen come this January. Jaspin transferring over. He'll be eligible to play come January. Marcus Dixon in and out, no basket. And the Tigers make their way up the court. John Coleman, number 0, with the ball at the top of the key. Gets it back outside to Sanchez. Tigers work the perimeter, now get it inside. And it is out of bounds off Chandler Rivers. So the Tigers maintain possession with shot clock at 15 seconds. 18:36 left to go in the first half, and now the shot clock has been reset to 20. And the officials will talk things over. Eagles men's soccer team defeated Kansas Christian 2 nights ago. Should they beat Bob Jones tonight, they will play the winner between Pensacola Christian and Providence University College. That semifinal going on right now, and last I saw they were tied at 1. The championship game tomorrow night up at Bob Jones University. Perry gets it back outside. Duncanson for 3. It's off the rim, and Rivers knocks it out of bounds, so it will be Tigers basketball. 1-0 in favor of Trinity College. 8:16 left in the first half. The Eagles have had a couple of opportunities. They could not get the ball to fall through just yet. Leading scorer on the Eagles with 11 points per game is Marquise Duncanson. And Perry with the steal, bringing it up court. Outside, Duncanson dishes it off to Norris for 3. It is off the rim and rebounded by Jordan Stewart. Check that, Markel Perry leading with 11 points per game, and Duncanson follows with 9. And the Eagles regain control of the ball. That's Dixon going inside, contact. He's looking for a foul, but he's not going to get the call. Perry with the steal at midcourt, pull-up jumper just inside the arc. Still the Eagles unable to get the ball to fall through the cylinder. Stewart with a fast break. And again, the Tigers this time have missed a good opportunity to score a basket, and the ball is out of bounds, and it will go to the Tigers. Shot clock reset to a fresh 30 for the Tigers. John Coleman doing the inbound honors. Derek Owens trying to direct traffic. Coleman thought about a long three. Instead, he gets it back to the right side. 15 to shoot. Ball knocked away, but picked up by Bond. And a blocked shot from Zach Norris. He's done that a number of times already here in the early part of the season. Perry takes it inside, pull up, and off the glass. And an offensive foul called on Markel Perry. That is his first and the team's second for the Eagles. 17 fouls gives the other team a 1-and-1. 10 fouls puts them in the double bonus for the remainder of the half. 20-minute halves here in college basketball. The Tigers work their way up court slowly. Coleman lost control of the ball, and we're going to have a jump ball as both Bond and Norris got two hands on the ball. And it is Tigers basketball, so the next arrow will go to the Eagles. Three-point shot is good. That was John Coleman. And it's a 4-0. Checked out the official, says that was a two-pointer. So it is now, and it's been changed back to a 3. So 4-0 Tigers. Dixon could not get the reverse layup to go. Coleman finds Bond to the right side. Bond 1-on-3, gets the ball back outside to Sanchez. Defense keeping the Tigers out of the paint. Shot clock is down to 8. Bond with the layup, no good. Partially blocked by Dixon, and the rebound for Norris. Duncanson tries to go inside, but has it slapped away by Alicio Sanchez. Bond on the other end of the transition. Two shot opportunities for the Tigers do not fall. And a loose ball grabbed by Coleman. He gets inside and puts it in. 4 points for John Coleman. It's a 6-0 Tigers lead with 15:15 left to go in the first half. Eagles have had opportunities, but have not put the ball into the net as of yet. 7 seconds to shoot. Perry, spin move inside, and that's the first bucket of the game for the Eagles. Markel Perry puts the Eagles on the board and cuts the deficit down to 4. Pretty good crowd here at Trinity Gymnasium, and fans are still coming in. "12 seconds on the shot clock. Stewart off the rim, and rebound by Chandler Rivers. And a whistle. And it's going to be a foul against Trinity College. John Coleman picks up his first and the team first. And the Eagles will inbound as this one was on the floor. Also starting in about 15 minutes, Trinity Christian Academy playoff football as the Varsity Conquerors are in Tallahassee taking on the number 2 team in Region 1, the Godby Cougars. Should Trinity win, they will take on the winner of West Florida and Wauchula. If Wauchula wins, that will be a home game for the Conquerors next Friday night. Should West Florida win, the Conquerors will travel to Pensacola, but of course they have to win tonight as well. Dixon hits off the rim, and here come the Tigers leading by 4 with 14 minutes left in the first half as of right now. Stewart brings it back outside the arc. Derek Owens inside, back to Stewart for the jump shot. First bucket of the night for Stewart, and the Tigers lead 8-2. Kayla Walker now in for Coach Jones. Walker at 9.75 points per game. He's been one of the leaders so far in the early going. He attempts a three, but it's a little bit too strong. One thing Kayla Walker has done exceptionally well is shoot those free throws. He was 6 for 6 in the last game for the Eagles. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound Lara, who took that layup, and the Tigers get a fresh 30. Stewart has his shot blocked by Walker, and Chandler Rivers controls the ball and brings it up court. Rivers off the glass, ball was halfway down and came out, so still the Eagles not having much luck getting that ball to fall in. Inside to Lara, tries to get it to Coleman, who loses control. Now the fast break transition. Perry behind the back to Walker, who takes it in for the easy layup. Fans wanted to slam dunk, but Walker made the wise decision and took the easy bucket. 8-4 now in favor of the Tigers, and a timeout for Trinity College of Florida. Coach Rob Apidisano calling his first timeout. It is a 30-second timeout. Tonight in the NBA, the Heat are in Washington, Detroit at Indiana, Clippers and Cavaliers, Knicks in Toronto, the Jazz at the Nets, Hornets at the Bulls, Thunder at the Spurs, Minnesota Timberwolves in Dallas, Trail Blazers at the Kings, Pelicans in Denver, and the Suns are in Los Angeles to take on the Lakers. Next opportunity, we'll let you know what's going on in NCAA Top 25 action. 12-16 left in the first half. Eagles trail by 4. It's 8-4 in favor of Trinity College of Florida. They have 22 seconds on the shot clock following the timeout. Duncanson, Walker, Dixon, Perry, and number 21, Caleb Botts, in for the Eagles. This is Owens, who loses control of the ball. Stewart picks it up. 5 seconds to shoot. Top of the paint and off the rim. Picked up by Dixon. They did beat the shot clock, however, you heard the buzzer. But the ball's still in play, and Marquise Duncanson pulls up, hits the short jumper, and pulls the Eagles to within 2. Coleman around the right side of the lane. Now the Tigers work it back out. 3-point attempt is no good from Sanchez, and here come the Eagles. Outside to Botts, finds Perry for 3, no good. A little too strong and wide to the left. Off the glass and rebound by the Tigers. Just now hit the 11-minute mark of the first half, 8-6 Tigers lead. Duncanson going for the ball, picked up by Botts. 1-on-3 and a whistle. Looks like it's going to go against Caleb Botts. That is his first. And number 3 on the Eagles here in the first half. Checking in for the Tigers is number 10, C.J. Peoples. And Derek Owens will head to the sidelines. 3-point shot is good from John Coleman, and he now has 7 of the Tigers' 11 points. So Coleman, the scoring leader. At this point, he has outscored the Eagles 7-6. Tigers lead by 4. Duncanson loses control, but nobody else there to pick it up. Now Perry outside to Walker from the corner for 3, off the rim. Into the hands of Sanchez. Now Coleman will slow things down a bit and set up an opportunity for the Tigers. .15 on the shot clock. Eagles making sure they don't get inside too easily, and this one is off the leg of Perry. It'll stay with the Tigers, but they have 7 seconds to shoot. Now the official is asking for the time on the shot clock to be reset to 6 seconds. 9:57 left in the first half. Zach Norris coming back in for the Eagles along with Andrew Bowman. Dixon and Perry will head to the sidelines. And now, after some discussion at the table, the shot clock has been put at 15. Coleman will inbound for the Tigers. From the free throw line, and a jump shot from Jordan Stewart. That's his second bucket of the night, and it's a 7-point Tigers lead. Bowman at the top of the key. Outside, Rivers to Walker. Inside the lane, and he's going to draw the foul. So Walker will head to the line for 2. No, this one's being called on the floor instead. Walker not happy with that call. He was ready to shoot 2, and no indication of which Tigers player has received that foul. And now it will be 2 shots. Number 10, C.J. Peoples picks up his first, and team foul number 2 for the Tigers. Kayla Walker at the line this season. He is 13 out of 20. 65% on the young season. First of 2 is up and good. At the moment, it's a 6-point deficit for the Eagles. Nobody ready to check in at the table, so all 10 of these gentlemen will stay on the court. Free throw number 2. Bounces around and finds its way in, so 2 for 2 is Walker from the line, and the Eagles now trail by 5. 9:29 left in the first half. 13-8 in favor of Trinity College. Tigers wearing their road black with the gold numbers. Eagles in their home whites with the blue and the gold trim. Grabbed in the corner by Stewart. He pulls up off the rim, and Walker with the rebound. Bots on the fast break. Norris backs up behind the arc, and it's off the rim. Bounce pass inside to Lara. He gets it off to Stewart, and the shot no good. Bowman with the rebound, and the Eagles waste no time getting it up court. Walker just outside the lane gets his own rebound and a whistle. And it looks like a timeout for Coach Jones, and he's saying he wanted an injury timeout. And we'll see what the final call is. Coach Jones and the official talking things over. And it will be a timeout called by Coach Jones. Well, the Eagles back onto the court very quickly, and all 3 officials are going to get together and talk this one over. See if Coach Jones will be charged with the timeout. It is 8:37 left in the half. Trinity College leads 13-8. Well, we'll take this opportunity to let you know that number 1 Duke is hosting Southern University, leading 15-9 midway through the first half. And it looks like we are not going to have a timeout. Eagles will inbound. They have 22 seconds on the shot clock. Norris inside, and he'll draw the foul. Good sportsmanship by the Tigers. Norris will shoot 2. That is a first foul on Tyron Bond. Team foul number 3 on the Tigers, and Zach Norris will head to the line for 2. Now Coach Jones and his assistant Karim Shepard are talking with Caleb Botts and Chandler Rivers. And now Norris is ready at the line. First of two from Norris is good. Norris hasn't had many free throws so far this season, but he hit the first of two there. And if he hits this, Eagles will pull to within 3, and that is what happens. 13-10 now with 8:28 as the clock resumes. Tigers leading by 3. Peoples inside, off the rim, started to go down and came out, and now a foul. And this is going to go against C.J. Peoples, his second, and number 4 on the Tigers. 8:13 left to go in the first half. Rivers will bring it up slowly for the Eagles. And the Tigers defense keeping the Eagles on the outside. Now Botts finds Rivers. 3-point shot is good. Chandler Rivers hits his first bucket of the night. And we are tied at 13. And Rivers, 50% from three-point range coming into tonight. He's now 4 out of 7 on the season. Bond, pull-up jumper off the glass. Ball's loose, picked up, and put back in by Edmund Lara, his first bucket of the night. Tigers regain the lead, 15-13. Norris grabs a loose ball but cannot control it. And now the pass intercepted by Walker. Fresh 30 for the Eagles. Bucket could tie it. Instead, for the possible lead, no, off the rim. Norris got to the ball, and it hit off of Eliseo Sanchez. And the official says last touch by Zach Norris. So Tigers have possession, leading by 2. And the discussion was the official thought Coach Jones was calling for a timeout. Instead, Coach was giving instructions to his defense. So no timeout charged, and the Tigers with possession. Coming up on the 7-minute mark of the first half, 15-13, Trinity College of Florida leads. Coleman all the way to the hole, and he will draw the foul. Marcus Dixon called for his first. Team foul number 4, and 2 free throws coming up for John Coleman, leading scorer on the court at this point with 7. First of 2 from Coleman is good.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the next foul, please have your tickets ready. Please have your tickets ready on the next foul.
Coleman hit his first. 3-point lead pending this second free throw. It is in. 17-13, Trinity College leads. Rivers tied it just a couple of moments ago with a 3-pointer, but the Tigers have scored the last 4. Walker cannot get it to fall. Dixon rebounds. Underneath, 1-on-2. Layup no good. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Eagles. Ball hit the rim, so Trinity Eagles will have 30 seconds. Rivers outside of Norris, who cannot control it. Loose ball. Norris picks it up. Tigers fans want an offensive foul. They do not get the call. Here's Rivers for 3. His second 3-pointer, and the Eagles have cut the deficit down to 1. Rivers has hit 2 buckets, both of them from 3-point range. He has 6. And Rivers on the defensive end is going to force the turnover. So Rivers doing it on both ends of the court on consecutive trips for each team. And Caleb Botts is out as Marquise Duncanson makes his way back onto the court. 5:55 and counting here in the first half. Trinity College leads by 1. Alley-oop! Duncanson to Rivers. And for Rivers, that is his 8th point of the night, and it came on the alley-oop. We are 1-point game now. Trinity Baptist leads 18-17. Bond goes up against Norris. He will draw the foul. That is number 2 on Zach Norris. Team foul number 5. Tyron Bond at the line. He hasn't shot a free throw yet tonight. First one is up and a little too strong and off the rim. Markel Perry back onto the court for Trinity Baptist, and for the Tigers, Jordan Stewart. Bond looking to tie the game with free throw number 2. Free throw in and out and into the hands of Dixon. Crowd got excited just a moment ago on that alley-oop slam dunk by Chandler Rivers to give the Eagles a lead. Eagles work it back outside. Walker pull-up jumper is good. Kayla Walker hits his second field goal. He now has 6 total points. Eagles now lead by 3. They were down 13-6 earlier in the half. Tied it up at 13. Took the lead a moment ago. And now the lead is at 3. Stewart inside off the glass. It does not go. Ball up in the air, grabbed by Walker. Eagles work it back outside. Perry in the corner. Now the Eagles taking their time. Duncanson now charges a lane. He's going to draw a foul and head to the line. Foul on Tyron Bond. It is his second. Team foul number 5 for the Tigers. And Marquise Duncanson at the line for the first time tonight. Duncanson is 3 for 7 from the free throw line so far this season. Eagles lead by 3 pending these 2 free throws. First one is up and a little too strong and off the back of the rim. Substitution for the Tigers, number 24, making his way onto the court for the first time is Ladarius Richardson. Duncanson missed his first. Ready for free throw number 2. It is up and in. So the lead now 4 for the Eagles, 21-17. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left in the half. Stewart finds Coleman, who works it up court. Richardson to the outside. 3-point shot is good from Derek Owens. A huge 3-pointer pulls the Tigers to within 1. Duncanson thought about a 3, instead pulled it down and backed it up to set up a good opportunity. Walker for 3, no good. Loose ball grabbed by Perry. Well, the soccer game start time has surpassed, and pending the duration of the first semifinal game at the half, we'll see if we can get an update on the men's soccer game. 1-1 coming up for the Eagles, or check that, team foul number 6. Derek Owens with his first. Team foul number 6 for the Tigers. 3:22 left in the half. Trinity Baptist leads by 1. Little housekeeping duty. And that lets us tell you that number 7 Kentucky leads East Tennessee State 32-30 late in the first half, about 3 minutes left to go. Number 18 Louisville all over Omaha 31-18, 5 minutes left in the first half. Right here the Eagles lead 21-20. Duncanson has it slapped away. 1 second pull-up jumper off the rim, but the Eagles get the rebound and a new 30-second shot clock. Perry directing traffic. Now gives it off to Duncanson. Now Perry for 3. It is good. Markel Perry now with 5, and the Eagles have put the lead back up to 4. 2:39 left in the half. Drive inside, Stewart off the glass, can't get it to go. Second chance, draws the foul. It looks like Marcus Dixon. And the official called black 32, but he's going to change it to Marquise Duncanson. Looked for a moment like it would have been Dixon, but Duncanson picking up the foul. Free throw from Stewart, no good. Tigers now 3 out of 7 from the line here in the first half. At the moment, the Eagles lead by 4. Here's Stewart's second free throw, up and off the rim. Duncanson pulls it in. Rivers just outside the lane, and he draws the foul. Foul called on Jordan Stewart. That is his first, and the 7th on the Tigers. That means Trinity Baptist is in the 1-1 for the rest of this first half. But at the line now, Chandler Rivers will shoot 2. 8 points on the night so far for Rivers. First of 2, a little bit too far to the right. Justin Anderson checking in for Trinity College. First time we've seen him tonight. Jordan Stewart heads off, likely for the remainder of the half. Free throw number 2 from Rivers, in and out, but Duncanson rebounds. Perry finds Rivers, spin move back out to Walker. Now the Eagles bring it back outside the arc. Perry's all alone, but now guarded. 12 to shoot. Three-pointer for Duncanson, yes! Marquise Duncanson now with 6. 1:46 left in the half. Long pass across the court. Owens inside the paint, could not find an opening. Lara with the right-handed one-hand layup, rebound by Perry, and a foul will be called on Lara. Edmund Lara with his first foul, and that's a 1-1 coming up for the Eagles. Markel Perry will head to the line. Eagles are 5 for 9 from the line so far tonight. Markel Perry with the 1-1. Eagles lead by 7 pending this free throw from Perry. Too strong and rebounded by Anderson. Pass inside to Anderson. Doesn't get the bucket, but he does draw a foul. So Anderson will head to the line. And we'll see which Eagles player gets the call. It is Marcus Dixon. That is his second. Justin Anderson at the line for the first time tonight. 1:26 left in the half. Anderson's first of two is good. (27-21) pending this free throw from Anderson. 4 Eagles at the lane, ready to rebound. Chandler Rivers just outside the arc. 2 Tigers back on defense. Free throw number 2 is good. So Anderson hits them both. And it's a 5-point Eagles lead. Clock says 1:20 left to go in the half. A few seconds ticked off while the ball was stopped. So see what the official says is the official time. It's being reset to 1:24. Caleb Howard heading to the table. He'll check in for Coach Jones. Zach Norris will head off for the remainder of the first half. Caleb Howard, one of the many freshmen on this roster. He's a 6'3" freshman from Middletown, Ohio. 5-point Eagles lead. Now 1:10 left in the half, and a whistle against the Tigers. Justin Anderson picks up his first team foul, number 8. So a 1-and-1 coming up for the Eagles. Markel Perry will shoot the 1-and-1 following this timeout called by Coach Jones. 30-second timeout. First one called by Coach Jones. Each team with 3 fulls and a 30 left. Number 4, Kansas, will host South Dakota State a little later on this evening. Number 5, Villanova, is hosting Lafayette later tonight. Both those ball games scheduled to start at 8 p.m. Eastern, as is number 16, Texas A&M, against California Santa Barbara. Number 23, UCLA, will host South Carolina State at 9 p.m. And number 25, Baylor, hosting Alcorn State. Top 25 action here on this Friday night. Markel Perry ready at the line for the 1-and-1. His first free throw of the night. I believe I have that incorrect. He has shot 2, missed them both. And this one is good. Of course, we'll verify all numbers with Jennifer Jeffrey, tonight's official scorekeeper. We'll do that during the halftime intermission. Perry hit his first. Free throw number 2 is up and good. Markel Perry now with 7 points. Trinity Christian Academy varsity football trailing Godby 7-0 early on. That ball game just started about 10 minutes ago. Anderson's shot hits off the glass. Duncanson with 49 seconds on the clock finds Rivers, who goes to the hole and draws the foul. Foul called. Delino Dumas. There is no Dumas here tonight. He is out with an injury, so looks like it might be Derek Owens who picked up that foul. And there is the correction. Eagles lead by 7, 29-22. Delino Dumas, he is from Jacksonville, but he is out with an injury, did not make the trip. Conquerors just scored a touchdown to pull to within 7-6, pending the extra point from Clayton Rohrig. Of course, we Trinity fans very interested in that game. It is Class 5A varsity football here in the state of Florida. Rivers at the line. It is good. 30-22, the Eagles lead. When we resume after this free throw, we'll have 46.9 seconds to go. Free throw is good, and Chandler Rivers hits them both. Under 40 seconds to go in the half. Coleman has it stripped away by Duncanson. Walker on the fast break to the hole and a layup. No, it did not roll in, but he gets a rebound and puts it right back in the hole. Kayla Walker with 8 points. And the Eagles now lead by 11 with 15 seconds left in the half. Extra point was good. The Conquerors have tied it at 7. 6 seconds. Stewart for 3, off the side of the glass. Duncanson will not get the shot off. So that brings us to halftime with the score. Trinity Baptist College 33. Trinity College of Florida 22. We have a 15-minute timeout. We'll pause here, but we'll keep the camera rolling. We'll check the numbers over with Jennifer Jeffrey, try to get an update on the soccer game before we start this second half here. I'm Ray Bureau. Thank you for joining us on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Stay with us. And welcome back to Trinity Baptist College as the Eagles are playing host to the Tigers from Trinity College of Florida. You're hearing Heath Ford on the microphone leading the way for some fan interaction and halftime activities. But right now, as you see on the scoreboard, the Eagles lead 33-22 with about 2.5 minutes left in the halftime intermission. Men's soccer playing Bob Jones University tonight up in Greensville. It's a national semifinal. No score with approximately 35 minutes remaining in the first half. That game started about 15 minutes late. Right here on the court in front of us, Chandler Rivers leads the Eagles with 10 points. Markel Perry with 7. Zach Norris with 2. Marquise Duncanson 6. And Kayla Walker 8 for a total of 33 points for the Eagles. On the Tigers side, John Coleman is their leading scorer with 10. He's followed by Derek Owens with 4. Jordan Stewart also with 4. Edmund Lara and Justin Anderson each with 2. Nobody in any serious foul trouble, but each team has a few players with 2 fouls. C.J. Peoples, Derek Owens, and Tyron Bond for the Tigers. Zach Norris and Marcus Dixon each with 2 for Trinity Baptist. Markel Perry, Marquise Duncanson have a foul. And for the Tigers, John Coleman, Edmund Lara, Jordan Stewart, and Justin Anderson each have 1 foul. Eagles are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 14 from the line in the first half. And for the Tigers, 5 out of 10 from the line. So the music tells us, and the clock winding down also tells us, that the teams are heading back onto the court as we get ready for the second half between Trinity Baptist College and Trinity College of Florida. In that varsity football playoff game, the Conquerors and the Cougars are tied at 7. The last update coming just as we went into halftime. Marcus Crowley has a 25-yard touchdown run for the Trinity Christian Academy Conquerors. And of course, we're thanking Mr. Brett Clark for keeping us updated on what's going on in that very important varsity football game. Those of us here in Jacksonville very interested in that game. Right now, we're getting ready for the second half between the Eagles and the Tigers here on YouTube Live, TBC Eagles. I'm Ray Bureau, and as always, my son Dean working the camera. My lovely wife Beth is in attendance tonight, sitting to my right, helping me keep track of the other activities going on with men's soccer and TCA Conquerors football. Still no score up at Bob Jones with 32 minutes left in the first half. If the Eagles win, they're going to play tomorrow night for the national championship. I did not see yet if Pensacola Christian or Providence University College won that other semifinal game earlier this evening. Right now, though, the Eagles just have to take care of the Bruins from Bob Jones University. We'll worry about their opponent tomorrow night. 33-22, Trinity Baptist leads as second half with a slight delay as the shot clock is going to be reset to 30 seconds. Our game day coordinator here at Trinity Baptist College, Mr. Ethan Horn, helping us get on the air. Thanks especially to Coach Jones, who is also the Eagles Athletic Director, for giving us this opportunity. And thank you all watching, both fans of the Eagles and the Tigers. Without you watching, there's no reason for us to do this. Second half just underway. Eagles had the possession, and they lead by 11 as we resume play. Duncanson just inside the arc, off the rim and out of bounds. Trinity Baptist trailed 13-6 early in the first half. They came back to tie it at 13, fell behind again, then went up 20-17 with about 4:30 left to play. And from that point on, they opened up an 11-point lead as we went into halftime. Catch a recap of this game on TBCEagles.com. I'll most likely have that up tomorrow morning. Once again, TBCEagles.com. The Eagles tomorrow will play Florida College as the Falcons bring both the women's and the men's team to Jacksonville tomorrow afternoon. The ladies take the court at 4 p.m. and the gentlemen are scheduled at 6. At our next opportunity, we'll let you know some more about the Eagles men's basketball schedule, which you can also find on TBCEagles.com. Derek Owens in the corner. Finds Coleman, the leading scorer for the Tigers. He dishes inside. Reverse layup, no good. However, Stewart is right there to put it back in. That is 6 points for Jordan Stewart, and it's now 33-24 in favor of the Eagles. This one stays with Trinity Baptist. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Just about a minute and a half into the second half. Markel Perry at the top of the lane, gives it off to Dixon. Dixon inside, underhand layup, no good, but he draws a foul. The Conquerors have taken a 14-7 lead out in Tallahassee playing Godby. Dixon will shoot 2. Marcus Dixon at the line for the first time tonight. And his first free throw bounces around and falls in. Dixon hit his first of 2. The Eagles lead by 10. Free throw number 2 is up and off the rim. And this one does not fall in. So the 10-point lead for the Eagles as Trinity College pulls it up court. Peoples off the rim into the hands of Dixon. All the way down the court to Perry, but he cannot corral it. And it goes out of bounds, but last touched by Sanchez. So the Eagles retain possession. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Now under 18 minutes left in regulation. Eagles lead by 10. Perry outside to Duncanson. Pull-up jumper from the top of the key off the rim. Norris keeps it in bounds. Fresh 30 for the Eagles. And that pass stolen away by Stewart. Coleman brings it up quickly. Three-pointer is good. That was Elizio Sanchez, his first bucket of the night. And it pulls the Tigers to within 7 at 34-27. Good long three-pointer from Sanchez. Duncanson underneath, reverse layup, a great spin move for the bucket, and Duncanson now has 8. Pull-up jumper from Sanchez, no good. Stewart rebounds but can't control it. Rivers and Perry to the left. It'll be Rivers going 1-on-2 and getting the bucket. Chandler Rivers took on 2 defenders and got the basket to put the Eagles back up 38-27. Three-point attempt from Owens, no good. Rebound, three-pointer from Sanchez, no good. And the Eagles get the rebound. Chandler Rivers will bring it up court. 11-point lead for the Eagles as Dixon's shot is blocked. And a foul will be called on John Coleman. He is not happy with that call. Check that foul called on Elizio Sanchez, his first. Team foul number 2 here in the second half, and Dixon was 1 for 2 a few minutes ago. He's back at the line, shooting 2. First one is good. Kayla Walker back onto the court. Also checking in is Griffin Riggs, his first trip onto the court for Coach Jones this evening. Dixon hit number 1. Eagles lead by 12, pending number 2, which is good. So Dixon 3 out of 4 at the line, all 3 of his points coming off free throws, and the Eagles lead by 13. Out of bounds, and it goes to Trinity. Trinity Baptist brings it up. Chandler Rivers. Bounce pass to Dixon. Outside to Walker for 3. Off the rim. Rivers off the glass. Off the rebound. And it is now a 42-27 lead. Ball out of bounds. And it's going to go to the Eagles. Wondering about that football score. One place says the Conquerors lead 14-7. Another says that Godby leads. We're going to have to find out which that is. And we're going to have, looks like, an official timeout. Not sure what the reason. But the Eagles are going to inbound at the table. Walker outside the paint. Short jumper is good. 10 points now for Kayla Walker. And the Eagles have opened up a 44-27 lead. Bounce pass inside. Tigers work it back out. 3-point shot, rims out. And this one is out of bounds. Last touched by the Eagles. So it looks like Godby has that 14-7 lead. 3-point attempt once again. No good. Dixon with the rebound. Duncanson to the hole. Underhand layup is good. And Marquise Duncanson now has 10. And a foul will be called. And we'll see if that's Duncanson. No, it is Chandler Rivers. That is his first. Team foul number 1 here in the second half. Jordan Stewart is at the line shooting 2. First of 2, a little too short and off the front of the rim. Tyron Bond makes his way back onto the court for the Tigers, and Peoples heads over to the sidelines. Eagles lead 46-27, 14:37 left on the clock. Stewart missed his first. Number 2 is up and off the back of the rim, and a rebound by Riggs. Duncanson over near the Trinity bench, looking for an opportunity to get inside. Instead, he pulls up for 3, and it's good for Duncanson. He has 7 right here in the second half, and a total of 13 on the night for Marquise Duncanson. He is now the game-high scoring leader. Coleman gets it inside, and Stewart with that easy layup. So Jordan Stewart now with 8. 20-point Eagles lead. Duncanson, a long 3 off the rim. Tigers work it back outside. 3-point shot from Coleman. That is his third three-pointer of the night. He now has 13. Rivers, Duncanson, Riggs, Dixon, and Walker on the court for the Eagles. Turnaround jumper, no good, but Dixon gets it right back, lays it up off the glass, and misses. And here come the Tigers. Stewart finds Sanchez, who slows things down just a bit. Owens will draw the foul. He will go to the line for two. Fouls on Marcus Dixon. That is his third. And the second on the Eagles here in the second half. Timeout, Trinity College of Florida with 12:57 left on the clock. And the Eagles lead 49-32.
Last number is 5.
While we have this opportunity, we're going to see that there is a 1-0 lead up at Bob Jones University. Going to try to get a closer look. No, as we enlarge the screen, there is no score. 21 minutes left to go in the first half. Look for a moment like the Bruins had one on their side of the scoreboard. Told you about Florida College coming to town tomorrow. After tomorrow's game, the Eagles are on the road all the way until January 5th. This coming Tuesday, Trinity Baptist travels to Charleston, South Carolina. They're going to play NCAA Division I, the Citadel, at 6 p.m. on the 21st. Wednesday the 29th at Columbia International University. Derek Owens at the line. 2 free throws coming for Owens. First one is good. December 2nd, the Eagles are right here in Jacksonville playing Division I, University of North Florida, facing the Ospreys. Free throw number 2 off the front of the rim. Norris with the rebound. The Eagles will also play Jacksonville University. That will be January 2nd. And South Alabama on January 9th. Their 4th NCAA Division I opponent this season. This one's out of bounds and will go over to the Tigers. Eagles lead 49-33 with 12:42 left to play. The next home game will be January 5th against Bob Jones University. And a block shot from Norris. It goes out of bounds. And the Eagles with the good sportsmanship. Checking in for the Eagles, number 12, Terry Bird. Another one of the many freshmen on the roster. Terry Bird comes to us from Macon, Georgia. Shot clock under 10. Perry gets his hand on it, and it'll be Eagles ball. Both Perry and Bond going for it. Last touch by Tyron Bond. So the Eagles will take possession, leading by 16 with 12:21 left to play. Conquerors have now come back to tie the score at 14. Playoff varsity football for Trinity Christian Academy. They're at number 2, Godby. The Conquerors are number 3 in Region 1 of Class 5A. Inside to Walker. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound by the Tigers. Bond off the glass, did not go. Perry rebounds, and he transitions quickly up court, loses control, but Norris is there. Spin move, underhand layup, and a basket for Zach Norris. That's his first field goal. He has 4 total points, 2 free throws in the first half. 51-33, Eagles lead. 11 and a half left to play. Coleman, pull up, three-pointer. No good, but he chases it down at midcourt. Anthony Bryant gets it back to Sanchez. Tigers working the perimeter. Coleman finds Bond, who drives inside and gets the layup off the glass. Very nice move by the freshman from Fletcher High School, Tyron Bond. Under 11 minutes left to go. The Eagles lead by 16. Walker will draw the foul, and it looks like it will be Bond. If so, that is his third. That is the call against Bond. Team foul number 3. Well, I have Bond at 3 fouls. PA man Tyree Penn says number 2. Anyway, Bond heading off, and I do believe he does have 3. Perry finds Norris just in front of the basket, but Norris could not get it to fall. And we got a whistle near midcourt and a foul called against the Eagles. Caleb Botts. Number 2 on Botts. Number 3 on the Eagles here in the second half. Austin Thomas, 20-yard touchdown pass to Isaiah Washington. Extra point tied that game at 14-14. Right here, the Eagles lead 51-35. Perry knocks it down, but Coleman gets it right back. Now the loose ball picked up again by Coleman. Terrific bounce pass inside, and Sanchez lays it in. An excellent pass by John Coleman. The lead was over 20 a few minutes ago. It's down to 14. Perry pulls up, short jumper, a little too strong. Now the Tigers with a chance to cut the deficit down a little bit more. Perry got his hand on it. Now the pass from Bird to Perry, inside, and the layup. Markel Perry now with 9, and the Eagles back up by 16. Norris didn't block it, but he caused Owens to miss. And now Walker in the corner. Norris inside. Missed the shot, rebound by Sanchez. Coleman for 3, no, off the rim. Terry Bird with the rebound. Eagles slow it down just a bit, this time up the court. And a whistle as Botts tries to get inside. On the floor is the call. And a foul is Derek Owens. That is his third. 30-second timeout for the Trinity College of Florida Tigers. So they have 2 fulls left if I have everything correct. 9 minutes and 13 left to play. Eagles lead 53-37. Again, if I have it correct, Coach Jones has all 3 fulls and a 30 remaining in his timeout repertoire. Still no score up at Bob Jones University in the men's soccer semifinal in NCCAA Division II. Just under 14 minutes left to go. My wife giving me that information. Keeping an eye on it. Watching on Bob Jones's live stream. Able to let us know what's going on. .22 seconds on the shot clock for the Eagles. 9:13 on the game clock. My wife Beth giving me another reason to keep her around. Norris for 3 off the rim into the hands of Alicio Sanchez. After 22 years, though, she gives me plenty of reason to keep her around. Sanchez tries to get inside. He will draw the foul. That'll be Markel Perry picking up his second. Nope. That is Terry Bird getting his first. Perry was also there. Looked like he might have gotten the call, but it will be Terry Bird. At the line for 2, Alicio Sanchez, his first trip to the line tonight. 53-37 at the moment, pending these 2 from Sanchez. This one is off the rim, so he misses the first. 3 minutes left in the half at Godby, still tied at 14. Conquerors just got the ball back via the punt. Free throw number 2 from Sanchez, no good, so he misses them both. And the Eagles, with 8:50 left to play, make their way back up court. Bird over near the bench. Inside to Rivers. Finger roll misses. Sanchez with the rebound. Quick transition, and a three-pointer from Bryant is no good. Duncanson all alone, thought about the 3, but Sanchez came from behind to thwart that effort. And now the Eagles will slow it down, 14 on the shot clock. Eagles with the lead, they're able to work the clock to their advantage. Duncanson inside, no foul called, rebound by Stewart. Three-point shot, rebound by Duncanson. Should the Conquerors win that football game, I'll be on the radio next Friday night, either here at home against Wauchula or out at Pensacola against West Florida. Alex Gatlin, my radio partner, working the game solo tonight. .27 seconds on the clock, shot clock rather, now being run down to 22. Multiple substitutions for each team. Of course, the Conquerors in a thriller triple overtime win over Bowles last Friday night, 24-21 on a Clayton Rowerig field goal to win it for the Conquerors, 2 of the best teams in the state of Florida every year. 10 to shoot. Stewart outside the arc, guarded by Norris. 1 second left, and the Tigers do not get off the shot, so that'll be a turnover. Shot clock violation, 7:15 left to play. Rivers will take his time. Again, the Eagles, with a big lead, they're able to slow things down and work out the clock. 53-37. And we're going to have a foul. And 2 shots coming up for Trinity. Foul called on John Coleman. And Chandler Rivers will head to the line. Number 2 on Coleman. Rivers is 2 for 4 from the line tonight. Of course, his alley-oop earlier in the game, that put the Eagles ahead, and the Eagles have led ever since. First of 2 is good for Chandler Rivers. Chandler, another freshman on this roster. He comes to us from Indian Trail, North Carolina. 5 foot, 11-inch guard, playing his first season in college basketball. "13 freshmen on the Eagles roster. The lone senior, Markel Perry, but as we said earlier, Jaspin Canteen is also a senior. He should be able to play come January. And now Rivers, little housekeeping, heads back to the line. He hit the first of 2, and at the moment he has 15. Eagles lead by 17. Free throw number 2 from Rivers is good. So 16 on the night for Chandler Rivers. He is the leading scorer on the court. Bounce pass to Stewart. Jump shot, misses everything. Perry with the rebound. Has it swatted away by Coleman. And last touched by Perry, so the Tigers have possession with 6:45 remaining, trailing by 18. Tigers leading scorer John Coleman with 13. And a spin move. Coleman loses the ball but picks it right back up from his knees, finds Owens, and the Tigers work it back outside again. Blocked shot from Dixon. That was Richardson trying to get off that shot, and on transition, Marquise Duncanson goes the distance, and he now has 15 for the Eagles. Owens will draw the foul and head to the line for two. Markel Perry picks up number 2. 20-point Eagles lead. Derek Owens at the line. He's 2 for 4 tonight. First free throw is good. 57-38 with 6:10 left to play, and Kayla Walker checks in for Perry. Caleb Howard back to the bench. He's coming in for Chandler Rivers. There is a Tigers player waiting to check in at the next opportunity. Can't see at the moment who it is. Let you know as soon as possible. Free throw number 2 from Derek Owens. It is up and good. Owens hits them both. And now CJ Peoples will check in for Owens. 57 for Trinity Baptist, 39 for Trinity College of Florida. Still no score in the waning moments of the first half up at Bob Jones University Men's Soccer National Championship semifinal. Walker pull-up jumper off the rim. Howard could not get to it in time. Coleman inside the paint, collides with Norris, no whistle, and the underhand layup is good from John Coleman. He has 15. And now we're going to have a foul called on Stewart of Trinity College. That is his second. Eagles will inbound with a fresh 30-second shot clock. Team foul number 6 on the Tigers. So the next foul from Trinity College will give the Eagles a 1-and-1. 15 on the shot clock. Probably should have been reset after a foul called, and this one's out of bounds. Right now the shot clock says 11. Eagles keep it outside. 5 to shoot. Duncanson for 3. It is good. Marquise Duncanson has taken over the lead with 18 points. Stewart backs it up. Coleman thought about a 3. Instead, took it to the hole and got the layup. Good recognition by John Coleman. Scores a basket. It's 60-43 in favor of the Eagles. Dixon to the hole, and the layup rolls around the rim and does not fall. .436 left to play. 3-point shot from Richardson, no good. Out of bounds, and it will stay with the Tigers. Last touched by the Eagles. 4:31 left on the clock. Derek Owens back on. Ladarius Richardson off for the Tigers. 18 on the shot clock, the inbound. That football playoff has now gone to halftime, tied at 14. Marcus Crowley had a 25-yard touchdown run. Austin Thomas, a touchdown pass to Isaiah Washington. Right there, that one swatted away by Kayla Walker, and the Eagles bring it back up court. Howard from the corner, three-pointer, yes! Caleb Howard's first score of the night, and it's a three-pointer. That puts the Eagles back up by 20. So it looks like that'll be the final update from the varsity football game. Trinity 14, Godby 14. That'll be our final update during our broadcast here in Trinity Gymnasium. Nice underhanded move by Jordan Stewart. Stewart now has 10. Loose ball toward the corner. Coleman picks it up. Has his pass taken away by Marcus Dixon. Norris for three off the rim. And Lara with that rebound. 3:15 left to play. And Norris is going to draw the foul and send Jordan Stewart to the line. Number 3 on Zach Norris. Stewart has missed all 4 free throws he's tried tonight. 10 total points for Jordan Stewart. At the moment, Eagles lead by 18 with 3 minutes and 7 seconds left to play. Chandler Rivers at the table for the Eagles. A couple other young men also ready to check in. The first free throw is good. Rivers back on. And for Trinity College, number 34, Darrell Hopkins makes his way onto the court. Stewart hit his first. Free throw number 2 is good. 12 points for Jordan Stewart. Coming up on 3 minutes right now. Howard backs up to the circle. Perry over by the bench. Shot clock at 15. C.J. Peoples knocks it away, but out of bounds, and the Eagles still with possession and 11 seconds on the shot clock. 2:47 on the game clock. And Rivers will take his time. Shot clock now down at 5. Pull-up jumper off the rim. Rivers with the rebound, finds Perry near midcourt. And again, the Eagles can use up the clock. Eagles do work the perimeter, work the clock down to 2:19, 10 to shoot. Howard stays outside the arc. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer from Walker from the corner. It's good. That is his second three-pointer of the night, and Kayla Walker now with 13. 2 minutes left. Excellent pass inside. Hopkins does not get the bucket, but he will go to the line. First foul on Kayla Walker, and Hopkins will shoot 2. We're under 2 minutes to go, 1:57 left. Eagles lead 66-47. Darrell Hopkins, free throw number 1 is good. Hopkins hit his first. Free throw number 2. It is a little bit short and hits out of bounds. So the Eagles will take possession. 1:57 left to go. No score at Bob Jones University between the Eagles and the Bruins. Men's soccer semifinal. That game is now at the half. And that will be the final update we'll be able to bring to you tonight. After this one ends, switch over to livestream.com/BJU and catch the end of that men's soccer national semifinal. And a whistle on the floor. And that foul's called on Chandler Rivers. That is his second. And now the officials change that to a shooting foul. 1-1 as that is team foul number 8. At the line, ready to shoot, 1-1 is Derek Owens. He has hit 4 out of 6 so far tonight. Anthony Severin now on the court for Coach Jones. And the first free throw is good. Five for 7 now for Derek Owens. Free throw number 2 is up and in. Good job by Derek Owens, 6 out of 8 from the line. 1:30 left and a steal by Owens. Pull up for 3, it is off the rim. Rebound Peoples. Keeps his foot still, could not get his second chance to go. And it is out of bounds and back over to the Eagles. 1:20 left to play. 16-point Trinity Baptist lead, 66-50. And Rivers will get it across the timeline and then slow things down. Cameron Chandler on the court for the Eagles. He's wearing number 10. So we have Cameron Chandler and Chandler Rivers. And it's Chandler Rivers who goes inside and gets the layup off the glass, and he'll have a chance to make a three-point play. Foul on C.J. Peoples, his third. Rivers with 18 and a chance to make it 19 with 61 seconds left on the clock. And before the free throw, Chance Brandon onto the court for the Eagles. Marcus Dixon is done for the night. Also waiting at the table, Caleb Botts. And coming back in is Terry Bird. Botts looks like he's getting ready to take over for Rivers, should Rivers hit this free throw. 68 for the Eagles, 50 for the Tigers. 61 seconds left. Both the other games we've been watching are tied at halftime. Varsity football and men's soccer national semifinal. No score in the soccer game. 14-14 for the Conquerors and Godby out in Tallahassee. We're under a minute. Austin Wilson, shot off the glass, no good. And Bird will bring it up court. 35 seconds left. And a timeout for Coach Jones as he's going to send number 50, Ben Bird, onto the court to close this one out. Rivers steps off. Ben Bird, a freshman, 6'2" guard / forward from La Vega of the Dominican Republic. So Ben Bird getting an opportunity in the closing moments of tonight's ball game. 34 seconds on the clock, 26 to shoot. And we'll see if the Eagles get Bird an opportunity. He has the ball at the bench. Fans cheering on Bird. Bounce pass inside, knocked away though by Justin Anderson. 20 seconds left, the shot clock is off. 3-point shot, that is Peyton Lane scoring the 3. 10 seconds left to go. Eagles bring it up court, and they're gonna work the clock down to 0. 3, 2, 1, and there's the final buzzer. Final score, Trinity Baptist College 68, Trinity College of Florida 53. So the Eagles advance to 3-2 overall, now 1-0 in the South region. And tomorrow afternoon, both the women and the men will play Florida College. The ladies will tip off at 4 p.m. The men will follow, scheduled at 6. Dean Bureau, our cameraman, another fantastic job. John Jones, the head coach, and the athletic director. We want to thank everybody who's in attendance tonight and all of you watching on YouTube Live TBC Eagles. Good to speak with Miss Bond before our ball game. Wish you a safe trip back to Trinity. And tell your son Tyron hello from us here in Jacksonville. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon. I'm Ray Bureau once again saying good night and God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.